What's up, guys? Day 20. I did not ever expect to get this far, actually. But it's been fun. We're gonna keep going. Okay. We're gonna do yesterday's daily, and then try to do this one as well. See how things go. Okay. Given a string S, return the number of unique palindromes of length 3. A subsequence of S. Interesting. This feels sliding window-y. Three. Just be sequences of S. Initial thought would just be keep a set for the return vals to check uniqueness. Palindrome is a string, reads the same forwards and backwards, obviously. Even if there are multiple ways to obtain the same subsequence, it is only counted once. Yeah, so just unique. Subsequence of a string is a new string generated from the original string with some characters deleted. Oh, interesting. So it's not sliding window. Okay, so you can delete characters. That makes things actually a lot harder. It's a new string generated from the original string with some characters, some or none, deleted. Okay, just gonna copy this whole thing. New string generated from the original string with some, okay. Okay. I don't even think of like the naive way of how to do this. It's just like, maybe you want to pick 2 numbers at every point. Head complexity is just horrible though. I was thinking like, something like, pick 1 character fixed, then like, I don't know, 2-pointer? 2-pointer maybe? I'm trying to figure out how to like find all the combos without just doing a horrible time complexity. Do I see anything else in these patterns? You have to keep the order. So at least there's no shuffling that you have to deal with. But it's pretty much like my idea right now is just we fix something like this. And then it's like a 2-pointed iteration where you go here. This one moves. And then like you would move green up 1 and check. What was college experience like? 18 in high school. College is super fun. Or at least, like, I've really enjoyed my time. It's a lot more independent. And you actually get to study what you want, which is cool. Surprised you're doing this much practice. Actually, I'm not. Some high schoolers are just fucking cracked. I was not. Have you been, I mean, if you're 18, you just applied to colleges, right? Right? It's cool. Don't have middle-aged ladies bossing you around? Yeah, not at all. I mean, like at Northwestern specifically, like not many classes for CS take you in attendance, so like it's fully on you. It's like they don't really give a fuck about you. It's just like, do it. Which I like a lot because there's much more independence. Can I think of something better than just an iterative two-pointer? Because this means like, this complexity is just awful. I'm not seeing anything like trick. I guess like the only other thing with this is you always need the first and last to be like, to be a palindrome of length 3, there'd be nothing in this because you'd need something like this, like you need 2 S's. And then it kind of just gets rid of one of the pointers. So how would I do that? Maybe like something like an array of length 26 that's like an array of arrays with indices. How would I store the first and last? Because you pretty much like, you need to find like, if it's like this, I would want like A to map to 0, 1, 3. Nice balance of independence and responsibility. Yeah. Yeah, college is great. Like, college is great. Or at least my experience. Some people, some of my friends hate college. So, obviously, take this with a grain of salt. You are talking to someone that has had an objectively pretty good college experience. Like, what happens if there are multiple A's? Ay. Oh, I can't think right now. Like, do we need this whole map?
No, you have to go to the store. You already trained them. Remember I put the white sauce in Aiden's class?
Right now I'm thinking about like what I would do with this as data. It's like, you'd want to go like, Because this, or this subsequence is actually like the same as this. So it's like not unique. But that kind of, it just gets solved with the set, I think. So like, bum, 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 bum. Do you need the whole map is what I'm thinking. It's just like, do I need every index? So it would be something like this. I'm just trying to think. Like if I have this data, like I'd pick the first and last or something? Or would it be like, go through the whole thing? If they're not like of length 3 apart, then we skip it. And then it's like, check, well then check this and this. Hmm. Or like, does it even matter, or do you just need like the first and last? Because if you first and last works. I'm trying to like convince myself that it does though. Is it because like if you picking like this and this, oh, it's because they're unique. So like the difference between these two is nothing. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. Yeah. I gotcha. That's what I was thinking through. Okay. So how do we do that? Like an array of for each character where like maybe make 2 arrays. Yeah, something like this. Or we'll need index. So all right, I apologize. I'm not going to look at Jet for a little bit because I do want to try to solve this myself. I appreciate ideas though. It's just as simple as like, we don't need this. We would find our index by doing minus this. That's like our little index into the array of 26. Yeah? And something like this. So if this is the first time we're encountering it, then we set first at the index equal to, I know we do need I. I hate subprocess manager. And then for last, we'll always be updating. So at this point, we have a mapping of first and last occurrences. So now what do we do? So now since we have the first and last occurrences, AA, BCA. A, B, C, A. So we'd have something like this. So the loop is definitely just going to go over the first 26 indices because you want the full thing. Any advice for a first-year CS major to get ahead? Literally, my only advice would just be try to network as hard as you can. I did not network at all my first year, and it's kind of fucking me this year because it's incredibly hard to cold apply to places and get an in. Everything is almost based on trust. So the further you can build your trust, the better. Obviously, also benefits would be like working on LeetCode every day, working on cool projects, getting involved. I pretty much just dicked around my first year. I didn't really build anything meaningful. Yeah. Good luck, man. Good luck. Okay. So the first loop is going to be like looping over the first and last array. And then if they're both, or like if their difference is greater than or less than 2, then we skip it, because that'd be something like this, or it's like either 1 or 0. Like say we only have 1A, then we skip it. So something like for I in range 26. Or L minus F is less than 2. So something like that is what we talked about. And then what? So we're gonna need some like result thing, which needs to be, is it a count or an array? No, it's just a count. So our result is actually gonna be like equal to 0. And then it's like for each letter, I think we need a set. What's up, Lou? Can you give me like the phonic representation of your name so I'm not butchering it? Network, clubs, LinkedIn, fix up resume. Yeah. Yeah, that is all good advice. That is all good advice. Yeah, intro to Java right now. I'm learning arrays and hash maps. Yeah, it's good stuff. Xiaomin. I will always apologize. X is just pronounced sh with SH, like shh. It's like Xiaomin. Yeah. I feel like a bitch every time. Okay, anyways. So, get a result I think in every one we do. In each one we have like something like a set. Not seeing. Did you definitely still can party and go out? Like, I hang out with my friends all the time. I have a girlfriend. You can't just live one life or the other. So then, how do we find the stuff between it? Well, the stuff between it kind of comes naturally from us having the two things. It'd pretty much be like if we're looking at this A thing, for example, we would be, I think, just iterate over the difference. All right. So like, this is obviously 0. This is 0, 1, or yeah, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 4. Is that right? Like I just need to figure out what the for loop should be to take this gap. Bum, 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 bum. So we just loop from first plus 1 to this. Seems like it. And then actually, like, the set will only be like a set of chars, because we don't even need to set like A plus that. We can just set like A, B, C. All right? So looping over the first to the last, these are indices. So we would get char is equal to s at j, and then something like this maybe. And then once we do that, so this equals the length of matches, right? Because that feels fine. And then I'd return res. Also, Kaepernick, just know it's a long road. Like, you're a freshman, everyone wants to get ahead. I want to get ahead. I'm a sophomore. Technically, I don't need to be rushing. Everyone wants to get ahead. But, like, do not make this your only life. Like, unless you really love it, and this is what you love, like you find a lot of enjoyment in doing this type of stuff, like, make yourself do it for an hour or an hour and a half or 2 hours a day, whatever you want to commit to, and then do other shit. Like, college is not only about getting ahead. It is a large part, and you want to make sure that the money you're using to go to college is like actually useful, but like, make friends outside of CS, like go do like an intramural sport or some shit. Like, do not get uber caught up in like reading Reddit and stuff like that, it's not good for you. Do I think that this is fine? On a different note. I think this is fine. Why is it taking so long? Okay, whatever, I accept it. Of course. No, I know, I'm assuming you can't. You're like, you understand, but some people just get obsessed, and it's like, you are 18. Have some fucking fun. You will only be young once. Okay. Is there a better way to do this? Default dict. That's essentially what I did. Okay. That problem went pretty good. Took me a little bit, but still went fine. Holy shit, that's a low acceptance rate. Christ. This one might be a bitch. Also, I changed the encoding on OBS to go to like my actual hardware, not just CPU. I like to use like the integrated stuff. Like I think it's H.264 or something. And now I'm not getting the encoding overload, which is quite cool. Quite cool. You are given string S of lowercase English letters, a 2D integer. Holy fuck, that's a lot. Obscure algorithm incoming for this one? Oh fuck, don't say it so. Is it something I won't know? Because I honestly might just not waste my time and I might just read a solution and then read it. Like, do I need to know some bullshit for this? If I do, I'm not trying to waste my time. You heard of a line sweep? No. What the fuck is this? You can do brute force one at least. Yeah, okay. I'll think about the brute force one and then I'll read this after. This is going to be a long post. Shaman, do you just have these stuff like memorized? Like, is there some fucking part of you that's just like, that sees this and like, line shift? Like, how much fucking time do you have to put in to get like that? Anyways. You're given a string S of lowercase English letters. And 2D array shifts, where shifts I is the start and the direction. For every I shift, shift the characters in S from the index start to the index end forward if the direction at I is 1, or shift it backwards. Not really, I just learned it because it's for some reason in code signals Q4 bank. English, please, brother. What the fuck is code signals Q4 bank? The fuck? English, please. I'm but a mere mortal. Oh, like in their OA? Oh. What's up, Merlot? Did you have to like come up with that on the spot for the OA, or like in prepping for it, do you mean? Oh. Shifting a character forward means replacing it with the next letter in the alphabet. Got screwed over by one question. Ah. So you've been scarred beforehand. I see. Shifting a character forward means replacing it with the next letter of the alphabet. Oh, in the alphabet, not in the string. Wrapping around, okay. So a little mod 26 action. Similarly, shifting a character backward means replacing it with the previous letter. Okay. Does -1 mod 26? Or would it be 25? So it does go back to 25. Okay. Okay, so the brute force is just like you do every single operation, I'm assuming. And then the linear time is like, or how would you even do this like naively? I think naively is just like you iterate over every shift. And then just do every action, seems like. Trying to think what line swap might be. Is it something to do with like applying all of the transforms to get like one final transform? Basically boils down to processing intervals from left to right. Processing intervals from left to right. I really would have thought it was like combining these transforms into like one big transform. Oh my god, blind me. Program technique where we sweep an imaginary line. Solve various problems. Here we are given the birth and death of your person. Imagine this is a line when a person is born. Population of that year plus 1. Okay, this is a crazy way to say someone died. Someone expired? That's insane. It's like you have a fucking expiration date? Fuck, that's funny. God damn, that's funny. When a person is born, increment +1. Scan from left and accumulate the pulse position. Dude, I was on that one. Bro, imagine going up to your grandparents and it's like, what time do you expire? Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm not even remotely locked in, bro. I can't say dire suicide anymore. It has to be unalive or expired. Dude, imagine. Like, okay, I play a good amount of Marvel Rivals. Imagine I'm like fucking playing Spider-Man and I'm like fucking Iron Man expired. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Is there a way I can think about this that is not about people expiring? Like, my brain, regardless of this like shift bullshit, wants to go through this and then like keep track of what each index's resulting thing is going to be like. So like if we know the 0th position, like if we have this range, Excalibur is so nice, dude. Okay, so if we have this, then we know like, is it inclusive actually? Is it inclusive? It says the end is inclusive. Okay, yeah. So like, imagine you take like the 0th spot. So 0 would initially go backwards 1. So like 0 would be -1. But then 0 gets, at the end, it gets +1. So it seems like it'd be like a net 0 change. So like, I would expect if it starts as an A to end as an A, which it does. And then for like the first position, I'd initially apply a -1, and then I'd apply a +1, and then I'd apply a +1. So I'd expect it to be a overall shift of +1. So that means it would go forward. So in this case, since it's B, I'd expect it to be C, which it is. So I think this is a good way of thinking about it. I think this is a good way to think about it, because it's the same thing for 2. Like for 2, we originally apply like just a +1 and then another +1. So we'd expect it to shift forward too. So I'd kind of like be building this array as I go of like the index responds to like the index and the string, and then it's like we would take this, this, and this. So like 0 would be 0, 1 would be 1, 2, okay, that worked out well. But you know what I mean? Like it could be also negatives. Like it could be -1s mapping here. The only thing is we had to do that for everything in the range, which makes it a little bit more difficult. So how would I do with this ranges thing is what I'm trying to think of. So, sorry, I'm going nonverbal. I should really talk through what I'm thinking. I'm just trying to figure out where in this thing, like, obviously, if it's like myself, I know that this range means like 0 and 1, this one means 1 and 2, this means like 1 is also in this group. So like, Is there some like global thing that I can keep track of? Or is it like you iterate? No, because if you iterate over the range for each one, it kind of just doesn't matter. Maybe I'll try to find an optimization for it after. I think basically what I want is like like a total shifts array. And obviously initialized to 0 for the length of s. And then for, what is it, start, end, direction. What's up, Lauren? How are you doing today? Love LeetCode. Who doesn't, man? And we want zeros to be -1, actually, so. I'm thinking something like this, just so I can treat it as like a -1 or a 1. And then for and the range from like the start to the end plus 1, because inclusive. Total shifts I plus equals direction. This is technically O of n worst case. I mean O of n squared. So it's kind of like the total shifts don't even matter. Whatever, I'll try to think of an optimization later. There has to be something we can do with the ranges. At least it has to be like the line sweep thing we're talking about. So let me actually try to understand this. Okay. Imagine this is a line. Scan from left and accumulate the population. So is shift something maybe we keep like shit. Is it maybe like we keep what happens at, like I'm thinking of keeping shifts in terms of something you accumulate because it says we accumulate. And then as we accumulate the shifts, let's see what this YouTube comment is. Jeremy, am I even on the remotely right track? Because I'm really, like, the thing I can't fully understand is like, you're on the right track? Okay. Because I think this is just bad. That's what I'm starting to think. But I'm really trying to think of how I can get rid of this. Because it's like, how do shifts accumulate? Yeah, no, I think I have the brute force one down. I'm, however, I think of using a prefix type array to mark the exact shift needed for each letter. You want to think about optimizing? Oh. How many intervals started here? How many? So like you're saying probably like so it's like at the start of it. Like if you were to start at something that's getting reversed, like say we take this range, which is 0, 2, 1, means we're supposed to go forward for this range. So it's like we would store at the 0th position a 1. And then do you store the inverse at the end? Because then you want to say, like, for your accumulator, hey, we're stopping here. Yeah, basically. Dude, I'm dialed in. Okay, so I think it's something like this then. All right. I think it's do something like, yeah. Minus equals, because we're flipping it. And then we go over I'll read it in 1 second. All right, sorry. The ideas are flowing. So then total shifts with plus equal starts at I. I know you get like to use ORD, like, okay, so you just calls char. Okay. Order kind of matters here. You don't want to undo the change before adding. I was thinking of, I don't know fully what you mean, but I was thinking like processing here, and then at the end, I was thinking like this. Is that wrong? I was thinking like handle the shifts here. I'm kind of just gonna do what I think. Okay, so new char would be the total shifts plus the ord of the char mod 26. Right? Yeah, notice how, let's say direction is 1 and interval is 0, 2. If you're at I equals 2, you still want to do shifts. Yeah, so I was thinking, does this not work then? Because I was thinking, like, if you're at 2, you still want what's there. And then at the end, you want to change it. Yeah, that's right, just explaining the logic. Yeah, okay. Okay. Good, okay. I'm just trying to think right now if... I don't think this is right. Because, like, if shifts is 5... do I do minus A? Do I do this thing where it's minus A here before I mod it? Let's try to think through that. So, I think I do. And then I just add A. Because you still, the mod kind of changes stuff. Because you want it in that bounds of A. So I think me thinks yes. Me thinks I do this. I'm not talking like a fucking toddler. Yeah, because yeah. Yeah, we locked in. What's your LinkedIn? It is in my description. Along with a Discord I made. It's still bare bones because I had no time. You can have a helper function in which you take the start index, end index. These indexes are shifts, direction, chart. That's an interesting way to think about it, actually. I raise you. I think this should work. Fuck. What did I do wrong? Oh, is it plus equals? I thought for strings it was append. Yeah, boy. Yeah, your boy did 2 mediums in an hour. Wait, holy shit, I'm fast as fuck. Oh my god, 1 loop? Oh no, 2 loops. Holy one-liner. Good shit, thank you. Wait, why make it an array? What is... Chat? What is the benefit of this compared to just doing plus equals on a string and then joining? Why do this? Is there any logical reason? It's easier with array because you can mute it index-wise. Ah. Oh shit, someone's actually slow. Look at you guys blessing me up with knowledge. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Maybe my mind subconsciously wanted me to... so what's the syntax? Something like, so join on everything. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Makes a lot of sense. How is it slower this time? That's slower and I use more memory. I love leetcode stats. Dude, it's slower and uses more memories. No, I know it's meaningless. It's just funny because I was asking, like, hey, why is this better? And then I get like a good valid explanation of why it's better, and then I run it with the better code. Oh my god. I'm still like, dude, this is the funniest fucking thing. Like, this is hilarious. When he expires, bro. Okay. Is everything on network that can fraud? Yeah. No, I mean, it makes sense. But, okay. Okay. Dude, it probably is like a thing of they're not allowed to say death or something in these write-ups, because that was like an LeetCode official write-up. So it's probably like, don't say death, don't say die, don't say kill. Okay. I want to do like one more. Connected, by the way, do you have any LeetCode Discord communities? Do questions in a group? I don't know of any off the top of my head. I made my own very basic bare bones Discord. But I don't know of any actual ones. Yeah, they don't want to be associated. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But like, that's like, typically people will say like, not expired. Usually it's like unalive or something. Yeah, I'd assume LeetCode has one for sure. This dude is fucking huge. Okay, let's do another graph one. Anyone got, somebody pick from here. First person to say something, I'll do. Not the hard. How did you get so good at this? Dude, I am awful at this. Flip the course schedule ones. I'll look at the two of them. Wait, there's so many course schedule ones. In the future, learning Python is going to be great. This is creating a language called Mojo. It's quite cool, actually. I think for all its quirks, Python is quite easy to write, especially for interview questions. You're given an array of prerequisites where prerequisites at I equals AB. Indicates that you must take course B first to take A. Dude, I feel like I've seen this in my discrete math class. Am I crazy? Why do I think this was a homework problem for us and I'm forgetting it completely? There are a total of num courses you are required to take. Need to go. Enjoy your students. Hey, thanks, man. Hope you have a good night. Probably is pretty classic teaching this algo. See, if only my brain basically a cycle detection. I want to look at my canvas. See if I can. This is such a waste of time. I should not do this because I don't even recognize what algorithm I should use off the top of my head. No, this is a waste of time. That is a waste of time. Okay. Okay, so you want to know if it's possible to take all of the courses listed. Dark mode for every page on browser. Yeah, this thing called Dark Reader. It's quite nice. Quite nice. Makes me not get blinded. In order to take course 1, you must take course 0. To take course 0, you must take course 1. Okay, so I see how it's cycly. So, my naive, no algorithm brain wants to say, like, actually, no, that's O of n squared. I was just going to say, like, for every this, look at the rest of the array and see if these are swapped. How would you do cycle detection for this, though? That's quite cool. I didn't know that for Chromium. I'm even debating like not using Firefox anymore. It eats RAM, bro. How is there better cycle detection for this? Because the only cycle detection algorithm that's coming to mind is like fast and slow from like linked list cycle detection. Like what is it? Given the root of a directed graph. Task is to check whether the graph, yeah. A little DFS. Microsoft Edge is low-key underrated. Real? Is that good for Mac though? I feel like it'd be better optimized for like a Windows PC. I just don't know how optimized it is. Like by that token, I should be using Safari, but I'm not fucking using Safari. Good things about Arc. Oh, I've never seen this actually. What is this like left tab thing? I might try it. All right, in other news, I don't know how to do the cycle detection thing, so I'm just going to read about it instead of putting time into it. I've heard this word before. What the fuck is this actually? Yes. For every first vertex is always a vertex with an integrity of 0. So it's pretty much sorting by indegrees. Because like, obviously, degree 0, in degree 0, in degree 1, in degree 1, in degree 2 and degree 2, so I would expect it to be something like 542301. 542310. Okay, wait, how do you... First vertex, how do you solve ties? That's what I don't really understand. Back in the grind, always, baby. Just finished something good myself. Didn't you have, shit, am I confusing it with someone else? Didn't you have an interview coming up? Is it like crunch time for you? Yeah, good luck, man. Citibank, yeah. I knew I remembered that. And multiple valid top sorts, so ties don't matter. Thank you, Burpin for that. Is Citibank like big enough to the point where it's like, I know like Meta and stuff have like a specific subset that you study. DFS, you print a vertex or recursively called DFS for its adjacent nodes. Topological sorting, we need to print a vertex before its adjacent nodes. Okay, so how do you implement topological sorting? Algorithm using DFS. Create a graph with n vertices and m directed edges. Initialize a stack and a visited array. I'm just low-key going over leetcode 150. Fair. I don't know exactly what they focus on. I'd be surprised if a company as big as Citibank didn't have like a little Reddit thread or something. Okay, let me just read through this and see if I can get it. So in degree, initialize to 0. Adjacent. Okay, so yeah, you can just say the adjacents by like the source is the first one, and then the destination is like, makes sense actually. This makes a lot of sense. Initialize a queue, and the range of the number of courses. In degree. Okay, so this is like just starting the queue off. Meta, you just do tagged leetcode questions and print a second for getting shafted. Yeah. You got a LinkedIn? Yeah, I do. It's in the description. I do. I'd love to connect with you, man. I'd love to connect with anyone in this stream. Shameless plug. You don't need top sort for this one, to be honest. You can use DFS and keep track of visited courses each path. Ooh. I mean, that's just, I don't know why I said ooh. I think that's just what this is. Sim complexity. I just went to this because I don't know topological sort, so I was like, I might as well look it up and learn it. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Because if you visited something, you should have never visited something already. So you're saying like, I'm like without reading this, like you go through all of the sources and then mark the sources and they're visited. Like at every turn, you mark the source and the destination as visited. And then if through iterating them for the source, you visited it already. No, but how does that take into account like multiple classes? Like you could just have like one be dependent on 4 and one also be and 4 also be dependent on 5. So then we'd mark this as visited, we mark this as visited. Maybe you check this destination. How does this work actually? I'm trying to like not look at the left side of my screen and just trying to think about the direct DFS way that you're thinking about. Excuse me. Sorry. How would I keep track of what visited means what? Does your visited just have to be like visited from where? You would start at 1, then go to 4, then go to 5. So for each one, you like, for each individual node, you're saying you keep one, you keep a visited array. It's not like a global thing. So something like 1 goes to 4, so then we go 4 goes to 5, and then we go 5 goes to 1. But since 1 was visited earlier, okay. Okay. Keep track of the DFS path, basically, if you ever find a node that is in your path. Yeah, I mean, okay, I might have been saying it wrong, but that's what I meant. It's like, I was originally thinking a visited thing is going to be like a global thing for the whole graph, but it's not. It's like just there are visited sets to each like path. Yeah? We in agreement? Please tell me we're in agreement. Yeah. Okay. This makes a lot of sense. Lot of sense, lot of sense. So many sense it makes. 1 second, my girlfriend texted me. Boop, 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 boop. Oh wait, no she didn't? Am I tripping? Oh. It was one of those things. Do you guys, okay, tangent. Do you guys have like the Snapchat thing where it's like, you'll get a notification, you'll click on it, and then it's just not there. It just didn't fucking exist ever. Or it did like 2 hours ago and then I already opened it. It just happened to me. That's pissed me off. Okay. So this prerequisite maps an index to an array. And then for the courses and the prereqs, the courses prereqs just like append them because you can have multiple prereqs. Why coding in Python though? Because it has a lot of built-in stuff for interviews that I like. I would say that if I ever got an interview. The basics is that it has a lot of built-in stuff, so you don't have to like in Go, if I were to code in Go, it's like, I know I have like let me grep for like contains. Like I had to make my own like contains method in Go. Like I don't want to do that in an interview. I just want to do the Python thing of like, if num in nums. I want that. I don't want to have to write my own contains method. Okay. Store all courses along the current DFS path. Wait, but how is this? How is that visiting for each path? Oh, because you remove it afterwards? That makes so much sense, and I'm just a little idiot. I mean, I agree. But I feel like it's incredibly common to do interviews in Python. I don't think, I mean, like, they could ask that for any language. It's like you're in you're coding in C, and it's like, how does an array work in C? It's like contiguous block of memory based on the use size of the storage type. I feel like for any language you can always distill down until you're literally at like opcodes. Even then it's like, what do flags mean? Why is add 0011? Why did they decide that? Okay. Okay, yeah, so just if there's a cycle, return false. If there isn't, because we've emptied the array. Return true. Is that how arrays in C are implemented? Do I trust myself on that? Yeah. I thought I was saying misinformation for a bit. Like I didn't trust myself, but I did trust myself. Okay. Can you guys, I feel like I've asked this before. Can you pick up me shuffling these poker chips? Because it's like the fidget I do. But I don't know if my mic is like picking it up. Because if it's annoying, I'll stop. Okay, so for pre-registration in the pre-map, if any of them return false, like there's a cycle at any of them, so it's just bubbling up the return false, then we remove the course because we're done with the DFS completely. Set the prerequisite map to nothing. This makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's look at topological sort. Okay, so yeah, you're just initializing the in-degrees, and then you're initializing the queue of starting with the ones that have 0 in degree, because welcome to the topological sort. Node is pop left. What does finish mean? Oh, it's like the amount you can successfully finish for neighbor and adjacent node. In degree of the neighbor minus equals 1. And then if it's 0, okay, if it's 0, then it pretty much refreshes it. Makes a good amount of sense. And then it's just like, if every iteration, if we're able to get to it, and not like stop early or go over, would it be stopping early for a cycle? Trying to think if it would be like, obviously if they're equal then there's no cycles, but would cycles typically yield a less than, or could they also yield a greater than? Why can I not think? Okay, so like 0, 1, 1, 0. None of them have an in degree. So Q would actually be empty. So it'd be less than? So that solves the less than case, but then is there ever a case in which a cycle will produce greater than? Like if finish would be greater than? How would finish be greater than? Finish would be greater than if the queue had more items in it than total courses. So it'd be like you'd have to do a course twice, which would also happen in a cycle sometimes. I don't know. Okay, so I think I'll code this one out because this one makes already intrinsically more sense to me. Lock in with me on trading. I don't trust myself with trading. I'll be so honest. Trading scares me. I'd more want to build stuff. Building stuff is why I got into this type of stuff. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm just changing my music and then I'll start coding. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna follow along with this thing. Actually, let's see how much I can do without it. So initially we want in degrees of all of this. And then we also want sources mapping to like an adjacency list pretty much. Which is I mapping to the empty thing for in range courses. And then we go, what is prerequisites? Yeah. I don't know about trading. It seems that a fuse 0 DTE calls. See, I don't even know what DTE means. That's the crazy part. In degree at source plus equals 1. No, at destination. And then adjacency at source. Something like that. So now we have that list. So then from collections import deck, because you want that little double-ended queue. And then we want to go over the stuff in so for I in range and num courses, in degree at I is 0. We want to q dot append. What do we want to append though? Okay, could we maybe not talk about stacks exactly? Or like, I just feel sketchy with financial stuff in the chat. What are we appending? Because when we're in the queue, when we pop, we want it to be the source. So is it just I? Is that what we're doing? Yeah, it is just I knew it. Why didn't I trust myself? Why didn't I trust myself? All queue. Where did it get you? Node equals q dot pop left. For, this is the thing where we need or for destin. Just see at the node. So for each destination, we want to remove an in-degree because we're finishing it. And then we append it if it's 0. Cool. Cool. What was the other one I was supposed to do? Open the lock. Open the lock. You have a lock in front of you with 4 circular wheels. Each wheel has 10 slots. The wheels can rotate freely and wrap around. For example, we can turn 9 to be 0 or 0 to be 9. Okay. Each move consists of turning 1 wheel, 1 slot. The lock initially starts at 0, 0, 0, string representing the state of 4 wheels. You are given a list of dead ends, meaning if the lock displays any of these codes, the wheels of the lock will stop turning and you'll be unable to open it. Given a target representing the value of wheels that will unlock the lock, return the minimal total number of turns required to open the lock. Oh, interesting. So it's pretty much like we need to go wheel by wheel. My initial thing is like kind of DFS-y of like holy shit. What the fuck? Okay. So it's like we would start with the first one. So like we're at 0, 0, 0, 0. And then we know that the target is 0. So our first one is fixed, we're already done. A great evening. Hey, you too, man. Thanks for stopping by. The second one, we know we need to get to 2. So we then do we do 1 turn, or we check if turning is in the dead ends. So like it'd be like check if 0, 1, 0, 0 in dead ends. If not, then we turn it. And then so we become this because it's not in the dead ends. So we're still not at our target for this one, so we want to then move it one more time. So obviously check if 0, 0, 2 is in the dead ends. And it's not. So we go to this. And then we iterate to the next one. So now these 2 are fixed. So fixed, fixed. So now we're working with the back 2. And we know that this is 0. So this one's actually already done. This one's actually already done as well. This is a really bad example because you never even run into a dead end doing this. But basically my idea was like, if you're in a dead end, then you just start going till the next one. Right? Because you can pretty much like in your DFS have like a, well, like the +1 version. I should just be typing this. So the idea is that in our this, we do like while spot +1 not in dead ends. Increment spot until targeted spot is met. Then we DFS the next one. And then kind of just run this same thing. It's like my basic idea, but I don't know if that's always gonna work. But we also need to know when we're +1ing and -1ing. I guess something like that is just like, starting at 0. Don't think so. Oh shit, you're right. You are right, my friend. Yeah, I was thinking that doesn't feel right, but definitely an interesting question. It's kind of like you got to figure out when do you just have to eat it. Might just have to DFS all possibilities, you think? How would that not be actually the worst time complexity ever? I guess because it's always only 4 numbers. So it's actually not that bad. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. So does DFSing all outputs just seem like, look like, I don't know, find optimal move for all 4 spots to get closer to target? Is this like DP with DFS? Because you want optimal move set, so you kind of need to keep track of the min. No, that's stupid. Is this like some Dijkstra shit? Are we decstring right now? Because is this kind of just shortest path? And then BFS is better, right? That's what I'm thinking. What's up, Vincent? This kind of just seems like Dijkstra with dead ends. Do I want to try to figure this out? Not really. Let's look at the hint, maybe. I think this problem is, oh, fuck, I was right. That's fair. I am being an idiot. There's an edge between two nodes if they differ by 1 digit. Like, how do you even perform the BFS for this? Like, what are the neighbors? I guess the neighbors are just like every node's, like every slot's plus minus 1 that aren't in the dead ends. Something like that. But then also for this, like, I feel like this is something I should know, but like, how does BFS keep track of the shortest path? Like, that's something I should know, for sure. We'll consider that what I learned for today. Not let you find the shortest path simply because BFS is not looking for the shortest path. BFS describes a strategy for searching the graph. Yeah, okay. I think just by nature, because you're essentially expanding around the source. So when you find it for the first time, it's guaranteed to be the fastest. Oh, yeah, that's fair. So it's just like on first instance of target, just fucking return. And then just keep track. Okay, I mean, I can try to code something because I feel like I have a decent understanding, right? Do we need a visited thing? I feel like we should also make dead ends a set because we're going to be accessing that quite a bit. Is this also something where you would recommend not using strings, like in terms of iterating? Like, would you recommend using arrays because you can modify them? Or no, it doesn't really. I don't know. you need a visited set? Is what I'm trying to think right now. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I just don't know. I don't know. None of this seems like optimal. But then again, when is anything that I've done optimal? Like an array of array. How can we even do this like neighbor loop thing? It's like for each one plus or minus. It's like for each. Neighbors equals. This is so cursed. I want to make like an array of arrays with each one being plus and minus 1 at each location. So I want to iterate over each one. Why can I not think of this? What is like the nice syntax for this? We're just gonna hard code it. I'm so tired. And by I'm so tired, I mean I don't want to do that. Fuck. Can I do that? Welcome to the land of Python. Like, can I do that? I don't know. This seems really stupid. It's getting like if I had this on an interview and I started pulling this shit out, I'd just tell them I'm leaving. I can do this. Can I unpack it like that? I don't know what you're saying yes to, Vincent. Yes to that it's stupid, or yes that I can unpack it? Just that it's stupid. Sure, I could just make node a tuple. Let's just make it a tuple. Did I even append here? This is so cursed. Fuck this. Fuck this. So you do just generate all possible combinations. How do they find all the combinations? For I in range 4, for delta in range? That's smart. Why didn't I just do 2 for loops? That one hurts. That's smart. Alright, I'm gonna force myself to write it out anyways. And then shame myself for not doing it. Bum, 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 bum. I shouldn't even make this a tuple anymore, actually. Come on, bro. There you go. But how do we determine if it's unreached? Can you do this for an array of ints? Or do I just do some list comprehension stuff? I have to map. What? Okay. Oh fuck, you can't have. You can't have a set of an array because it's immutable, so you can't hash an immutable. So I'll just make it a tuple. What's happening? Why does the icon look so weird? This is not gonna work, but whatever. Dude, what? It's not like giving me the if I'm in normal mode or not. Oy vey. Fuck off. I understand how to do this. I'm just not. This is so weird. Like, why is it not giving me the insert mode little thing? Okay. Plus delta. Going like non-verbal, but whatever. I don't know if anyone's even in here. Dude, this goddamn insert mode is making me lose my mind. Cassie, do you need to keep track of nodes? You can't just do the BFS? Why? I'm just counting moves wrong. So moves shouldn't be here. Like that. No. Where do we update moves then? I mean, obviously it's BFS, but like... it's because like on every iteration it's gonna update it. Yeah, the easiest way is just to pass the moves down. Because on every BFS one for that thing, it's going to update the moves. Alright, I'll just pass it down like they do. And we've gotten to the point of 0 originality. Cool. Yeah. It makes sense. Makes sense, it makes sense, it makes sense. Alright. I'm gonna fill my water. I'll be right back. Then we're gonna go. We are going to lecture time. Oh, yeah. I'll be right back. I should probably draw this. Oh. Okay. We are back. We're so back. So, let's start this little personal lecture, shall we? Shall we? Why can I not? OBS is so annoying. Why is it not responding? Sorry. Okay. So, where do we live off? left off at this JSON parser thing. How can I not pop this thing out? I'm gonna do something like that. So I'm trying to get OBS to like look somewhat fine down here on my like small ass MacBook screen. So yeah, we were doing some token enum stuff. Yeah. And then I was looking at this, and we don't just want like this, we'd also want stuff like L brace, right brace, stuff like this, like comma, colon, right? So L brace. Actually, I should just. This would be R brace. Left bracket. I forgot about my little K situation. Right bracket. What else would we need? We need like comma. And then colon. Right, there are no semicolons in this thing. Ooh, I do have to keep track of signs. Okay. Okay. And something I was also looking into is like class token as a type. Oh, I can't have these name the same thing. Okay, this is more what I was thinking. And then it has a value, which is going to be of a string, and it has like a line and a column. I was looking over my in class one, and it had a line and a column, which I thought was like really useful because, or not in class Python parser had a line and a column thing. It just makes like debugging really easy, or easier. And then I wanted to change this to being like, I didn't like token string, it sounded wrong. Stuff.tokens, which is a list of the token object. And we're going to initialize that to 0. Like, where are we starting? Where are we currently? And then line and column. Oh, I have to like import typing, right? It's not like, I'm used to LeetCode, to be honest. I'll need like optional, I'll need any, I'll need list, I'll need tuple, I'll need stir. Oh, I guess that comes baked in. Okay. And then I need like, I was also looking at this, and I need a way of handling these escape characters. Especially this, like, this one was a little bit weird, like the U hex 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 hex. I think even before that, I kind of need to what do I need to do? I was looking, so for my course thing, he made the tokens a linked list and then had a thing called like peak token and matches, and then if something matches, then it throws it away. So maybe I make a peak token. Actually, let me look what he had. Okay, yeah, so he had peak next, so like peak 2 tokens, and then a matches thing which would like advance it. So I should just gotta comment this out. We're just kind of gonna start fresh. So the peak will return kind of just this string at the top. And this exit curchar does not remove. So majoring in software engineering, but I heard it's cooked. Should I do data science? I would say do whatever you're passionate in. Cheesy as it sounds, but like, if you're in it for a quick cash grab in terms of software engineering, like it's cooked in the way of it's much harder to get a job now, especially for entry level. But it's not impossible. So like, if you're super passionate about it, like I really love software engineering, so it's like I'm gonna grind this shit out till I get a job. But it's like not gonna be easy. Data science, I think there are a bit more opportunities. I don't know exactly. Like, if you're not passionate about either, then it doesn't matter. But if you're passionate about one over the other, I'd still do that one. Kind of like everything is cooked right now. It's like an awful answer, but yeah. Sorry. Bad answer, and I think it's because I don't fully know. I don't fully know myself. Okay, so then peak 2 would look at +1 char. Peak 2. Gotta make sure it's in bounds actually, because it could go out of bounds. Source. What do I even want to return here? Like nothing? How do you return nothing? What's like for null string? Okay. Else we will pretty much return this. Bum, 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 bum. So what would we then need? We need like an advancer. Dot current. So if that current would plus equal 1, and then what else would plus equal 1? Column? Yeah. What else would I need? I think that's it for the main methods. I'm gonna be adding tokens a lot, so maybe an add token type of ordeal. And if I'm going by the same thing I was earlier, then is that how you specify void? Okay, so it is just that. So we'd either append the value that's there, or do we take like I think I could do something like this. Yeah, because I have a start. So like just wrap everything, because then if it's none, then we make and what else does our token have? Line and column, which should just be in ourself. Expression of type none. No. Expected 0 positional arguments. What does that mean? Oh, okay. Do I have to change type from something else? No? Why does this say expected 0 positional arguments? I don't know. Let's. What is a data class, Vincent? This module provides a decorator and functions for adding special methods. I just want it as like this is what I would make like a struct. I kind of just want it as, is a data class like a struct? Because that's what I want. Like a Python equivalent of like a Go struct was what I was thinking. Do I just smack it with a data class? Do I have to import it or something? Okay. I've never seen that actually. Wait, so what is, why can I not just, for data class? Why can I not? Oh, because they would expect like an init method and stuff. So that data class just means, hey, this is just a struct, and then when I do class, it's like, hey, this is like an object. Is that the difference? Oh, okay. So it just auto makes this type of stuff. Interesting, but you can still have methods on a data class? Okay, cool. Thank you. That is what I wanted. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay. What the fuck was I? What was I doing? Also, otherwise the values will be class values which are shared between all class instances. I did not want that. I really just wanted the equivalent of like where would I have structs? Like this type of stuff. Like this is all I wanted. I just wanted like something where I could call dot time of day and dot hash. And they'd be like their own thing. Right? That's all I wanted. What was I doing with the self.source text thing? Was this for what I was thinking about for strings? Yeah, okay. Cool. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna fully erase this. I think I was not cooking. Yeah, I don't think I was cooking. I'm trying to think of like all the helper things I'll need. God, I really hate how OBS is like this. It's like tripping balls right now with the chat. Can I? Okay, because I want to have my Spotify open on my bottom screen and also have the chat open. And it's like, it really hates that idea. Like, hello? Please, OBS. Sorry, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Okay. What are other helper methods that I'll need? I'm trying to think about 211. Maybe like at end. Let me just look at my 211 code. Okay, so he had an at end and a previous. Okay. This just returns like, are we at the end of the... Is the self.current greater than the length of the source? Because I should also be checking that here. Wait, why is it not picking? Why is it not picking this up? Let me see if that will help. What else did I say I wanted to do? Wanted an is at end and a previous. Put that here. Oh, wait, why did my Copilot kick in? My instinct just... I should have turned off my Copilot. I love that little comment. Lock in. Okay. So we have peak 2, we have previous, we have advanced, we have add token. Dare I say, I don't think we need anything else. Or if we're parsing strings, is there any other helpers we'll need? Looking at this thing. Or, object array string. Maybe like an is digit. Like check if the current thing is a digit. Member array elements. Element string characters. Maybe an is hex. Is sign? Nah, that's not an then. I think an is hex and an is number is good. So hex is a digit and then A through F. Okay. Okay, so def this digit is going to take in like a string. It'll technically be a char, but I don't think those are different in this language. Vincent, are chars and strings different type-wise in Python? Char is not a thing in Python? Okay, that's what I thought. You ran your code yet? I get anxious when I spend too long writing code without running. Should I? Yeah. Have I? No. Wait, okay, what the fuck does this mean? Vincent! Type parameter C must be a... What? Huh? That's not what I'm looking for. Listen, what the fuck does this mean? Or, Gemini. Like, do I need it to take in self as well? But I just want a helper method. Like, I don't need self in here, so I didn't think I needed to take it in. Oh, wait. Something deep is coming. Fuck, what is that Python thing? Like for getters and setters? I think they're called decorators. Class method? Okay, so it's not that. Pro's going through it? Dude, I am. I've never like... A static method? Wait, class method or static method? What's the difference? Class method is yelling at me. Static method didn't yell at me. Static method it is. What the fuck is the difference? Static method versus class method. I'm guessing it take... Oh. That makes sense, actually. Class method is built in that is an expression that gets evaluated after your function is defined. Ah, static method does not receive. Ah. Okay, yeah, this is what I want. This is what I wanted. We rocking with it. We rocking with it. Okay, then I want another. Dude, oh, gave me Python shivers. Is hex digit. Public static void main int. Okay, what is a hex digit? All this. Look, Vincent, I'm just trying to learn. If I would have passed self through it, I would have never learned what a static method is. Will I ever use this again? Probably not, but maybe. What is a CLS first parameter? Okay. Okay. Anyways. So hex digit is a digit or that. Okay. CLS is just short for class. That makes sense. What like larger Python projects have you done, Vincent, that like you've become the goat at this shit? Whatever. is greater than or equal to C is greater than or equal to. Not much, but my current research stuff is in Python. Makes sense, makes sense. Dude, now Vincent's the goat, bro. My robotics goat. Actually, like, it's so crazy to me. I just like didn't realize it was like you, the Vincent, that I like actually fucking know until yesterday. I think you're a random dude. Okay. I mean, this seems fine. Like, helper method wise. So now we just have to do like the actual thing, which is like scary. I'm here procrastinating working on my thesis. Oh yeah, because you're BSMS, right? Are you MS and CS? I feel like it would make sense to be MS CS because I feel like you were. If you don't want me to like talk about it, I actually probably shouldn't beforehand. But yeah, MS and CS. Okay, because it's. But you weren't undergrad CS. You were undergrad. Some type of engineering. Mechie? I think you were a Mechie. That would seem on par. Right? Or were you CE? I have no fucking clue. Correct? Fuck yeah, baby. Fuck yeah. It's that robotics brain coming back. Oh, 5 years gonna dox me? Yeah. I think there's literally 2 viewers, and it's you and Gemin and maybe 3 random bots. Python is the lowest I'll go. What do you mean? Lowest level? That'd be funny. I want nothing but abstraction. So what would the Lex really be? Talk what is higher than Python? Only talking to an LLM. I fucking called it. I fucking called it. I fucking called it. I'm the fucking goat. I'm the fucking goat. Actually, I don't want to write this right now. Dude, that's so. I'm so happy. Okay. So what is like? What does it look like to Lex a token? It looks like we advance one. Seems like you are cooked, as you say. No, okay, look. I might have stalked his LinkedIn a little bit. Or not LinkedIn, GitHub. That motherfucker's cracked. That motherfucker's cracked. What the fuck is a switch statement in Python? I know it's something stupid. I'm gonna hate it. Match. Oh, of course it is. Of course it is, of course it is, of course it is. Match the char. In the case that it is one of these, self dot add token type dot L brace. And then I don't add anything else to it. Okay. Yoink. Hit one of these. Right brace. One of these. Left bracket. This one, shocker, is going to be a right bracket. This one's going to be a comma, this one's going to be a period, and I gave it one too many. Not a period, what the fuck am I doing? I was wondering why I didn't have a type for it. Semicolon? What did I name it? Just colon, because it's not a semicolon. Okay, so that should be able to match the bottom ones. Yes. Do I need a default, or is it going to yell at me? Is it going to yell at me? Because I don't want a default case. Okay. No need for breaks. Should test this, it works as expected on. Fine, I'll test it. Inferior languages. Bro, you're cracked and jacked at languages. Stop being a bitch. Stop acting like you're not. Stop acting like you're not. You fucker. Okay, what is Lex gonna be though? Is that end? Lex the token. Right? Am I missing anything in here? This is like our main loop. Oh, I need to update start and current. Okay, so now. Hit one of these. Tokens equals with a source of this lex dot lex dot lex. Oh, the ligatures are fucking this shit up. Yeah, we're cooking. Yeah, we're cooking. Oh, these ligatures are fucking me up though. How do I ghosty ligatures? Where are the docs? Disable programming ligatures. Minus liga. Okay. Is that in font family or font feature? How's your experience with Ghosty? What's your favorite feature so far? Honestly, I just like how fast it is. Because I was using iTerm too, and I didn't realize that they're like, I didn't know of Alacrity and or Alikitty and then Kitty and then Westerm. I do nothing about terminals. So when I was like reading about Ghosty, I was like, oh, so I'm actually rendering at like 40 FPS. I've loved it though. Like config is super minimal, got it up and running instantly, and renders super fast. I think if I were using something like Kitty or Alacrity, I wouldn't find as much of a reason to swap. But for someone like me who's like literally, I had no config for my iTerm 2, so I was like, I might as well just swap. Like, there's no downside. How do I refresh? It's like this. Oh, config error. Because feature is actually spelled with an E, if you were wondering. What the fuck? Yeah, it makes sense. I use Alacrity, so only diff would probably be a smaller config size. Yeah, that's crazy. The default is 200 lines. That's crazy. That's crazy. Fuck that. I know, okay, this is like, I know Theo's video had something about ligatures, so give me a second. Don't talk to me, just... No, you're not gonna give me your config? So it's just font feature. Fuck. Okay. Hot reload. Why is it still doing that? Oh, it might be because my session. Yeah, some things require this session to be redone. Alright, whatever. Column is off. Oh, fuck, you're so right. Why is it 2 and 3? Why is it 2 and 3? Is it because no, but we should be starting at 1-1. When does line get incremented? Before. So the only time self.column gets updated is in advance. Oh, because we're calling advance off rip. So maybe a column should just start at 0. I think that's fine. I think it was just that, because I'm calling advance at the start of everyone. I think that's fine. Okay, so what should I implement next? Maybe like Lex some strings. We try some strings. Is the input can be handled? What do you mean? Like reading JSON files? Yeah. For now, I'm just gonna give it a source string. I think I'll read JSON files later. Actually, Python, yeah, we Python in. We Python in. I think for now I'm just gonna have it, give it a source, and then I'll figure it out later. It's gonna be my glorious strat. Python. Okay, let's do a little def lex string. Start by adding some more stuff to your test case. Yes, I will. However, yeah, that'll break itself because I have not implemented strings yet. Right? That would break it because it wouldn't enter any of the match cases. So like, if I did that, it would be error. I just meant like, that could be some, oh yeah, yeah. All right, then yeah, I think the next thing I like that little test case. Fucking, what buttons am I pressing? I think by that notion, I will implement strings first. Okay. So the result is going to be nothing. Then we're just going to be looping, right? Right, we're just going to be looping. We're going to be looping until we find another thing. Not using test-driven development. Someone out there is mad. See, that'd be funny if I understood the joke. Test-driven development? We've never heard of her. While the peak is not equal to one of those. What's the first thing we should take a part of? This looks so cursed with dark mode on. Oh, blinders. I'm so sorry if I just blinded you guys. So a string comes in as this. What the fuck is this bottom case? Okay, so it can be nothing is what that's saying. So it can be any code point except that or control characters. What the fuck do these things mean? Oh, this is just saying like what it could be. Like if we use a slash prefaced before it. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have to implement escapes. And then first, \n, right? Yeah, \n would affect our line. So means that self.line we pretty much just reset. Reset, call, and increment Okay. So else if it starts with that. We're gonna advance to take away the backtick. Okay, so how do we handle escapes? How can I not zoom out? Hello? Oh, I am zoomed out. Why is it only getting bigger? Why does the image scale? What? Is that actually a LeetCode question? If so, that's quite funny. Write this whole thing. Okay, so we're gonna advance, and then the next thing we interact with, I guess we should make like what are escapes? They can map them. Because I'm thinking I map the escapes. Like I map these, because the only thing that's different is like if I do these, or like these are all functionally the same. It's just like you map the thing to it. This one is a little bit different. That's quite a bit different, right? Like for the Unicode thing, it's gonna be its own thing. So I think we just go like this. Do characters first, then slowly add in others. Yeah, I probably should. But now that I've seen this, I want to do it. Don't question my fucking stupid ass brain. Okay, so it's TRNF. I already did N. FB. And then these slashes and quotes. Okay. What a quote map to? It just mapped to a quote, right? This wouldn't map to anything else. This would just go to B. RT. What else did I miss? The other slash. Nope, this one. This should be that. Oh my god. Dude. I need to go to bed. And by that I mean I need to go play Marvel Rivals. Once I get the strings done, I think I'll write a little test case. No, I should do like strings and numbers or something. And then I'm gonna go play Marvel Rivals, because this is my second to last day of break. I'll keep working on this later. Okay, so now that we have our escapes, if the peak is in escapes, then result plus equals escapes at results.peak. Now we got to handle this case. All right, yeah. We would advance off that. And then we need to go, like, need to now have 4 hex codes for proper Unicode. Yeah, for 4 hex digits. For that in range 4. Oh, I made a self-digit thing. So if, maybe like if not self-dot is hex of the current one, we do the very cursed thing and raise an exception. Can I do text in Unicode? I mean in exceptions? Like I'm already back to this. Can I make like my own exception stuff? Okay, yeah, you can. Okay, so expected Unicode hex digit received. May have missed plenty of the stream, but what's the appeal of Zig as a new language? I'm actually not doing Zig right now, or like anymore. The appeal of Zig was it looked cool. I'm using the Ghosty terminal, and I looked at it. I looked at the source code, and I was like, Zig looks fucking sick. Let me do something in Zig. And then I got 4 rejection emails in a day. And I was like, you know what? I should probably do projects in a relevant language. So, yeah. Now we're doing a project in Python. The appeal with Zig was it looked cool. It was not as intimidating as Rust. It was pretty low level. Yeah. It was quite low level with good control, but also a lot of like stuff of if it compiles, you can kind of trust it. Yeah, exactly what Vincent said. That was what like the reason I wanted to do it. Modern language equals no energy. Exactly. So that's why I'm not doing it. That is why I'm not doing it. Yeah. Expected escape sequence. I guess I can also add like the column. I actually love CMake. I would hate. Okay, but sometimes I was like fighting with build.zig for like a decent amount of time. This is column. To build SDL, because I wanted to use SDL for like the snake game, and I was fighting with that hoe. Alright, I can just copy this. Yeah, it is. So like you had to like write, like you had to pretty much tell the builder to link, but it hated me. It hated me. But, but the advertising said that it should be able to link very easily. Okay, so then we're actually not at any of this stuff. So then we can hit an else. We're just at normal string char. So res plus equals self.advance. And then once we break out of this, if it's at the end, then that's bad, right? If clearly we should just use student smile. Surely. At end. Raise exception. Expected. String terminator. Found end of stream. Something like that. And then fall through, which means valid, and that the cur token is, or the cur char is terminator. So we gotta consume that. And then add the token. If token type dot stir res. I think that's it, right? That's all it expects. Right? Yeah, not a value. Okay. How does it feel to contribute to open source projects? I have no fucking clue. I have not. Can't wait till Python takes the world. No need, brother. We're already there. That's like the GitHub conference where they were like, Python is actually now our #1 language, and then #2 is JavaScript, and #3 is TypeScript, because somehow those are 2 different languages. Sure. Even though also that probably comes from people fucking committing their node files. Okay, so now we have this little string thing. We should be able to real task is to make JS and script go down. Dude, if you could do that, dude, I'll give you a fucking $1 billion. Vincent, I'll give you $1 billion. So here it's just like a case of this would just mean self dot lex string. Right? So actually, we should be able to test this. Wait, before I celebrate. Left brace with a value at column 1. Stir high. Wait, why are we at column 5? Why are we at column 5? Or no, we would be at column 5 because 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, so we're appending at the end. Is that fine? Where should column be for a string, actually? Because, like, I'm kind of fine with it being at the terminating part. Because, like, this is 1. So this is 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't believe it worked first try. That's the most cringe thing I've ever done. Okay, but also, like, this is not hard stuff. Like, all I did, like, all of this was not tested. None of this was tested. The only thing that was tested was res plus equals self.advance and then add token. And then also, like, add a quote, lexit. Like, none of this got tested. So I should test this, actually. Okay. But also, fuck you for ever doubting me? I'm shocked at work too. I'm trying to act like I'm not. Okay. What is like a JSON thing that I could test? Never tell you to test your code again. Please tell me to test my code. JSON with escape codes. Good devs don't need no tests. There's one company that I heard of. They were like, don't even test your fucking shit. Like, they don't even test it. They just allocate like $1 million a month. Write me a basic JSON thing that I can copy to test my Lexer. Only use strings and escape codes within strings. But like, what am I trying to say? They allocated like $1 million in refunds just for like bugs that they didn't find, and then they told the devs like, don't test, just ship. Just ship. We don't care. We'll refund. And somehow that, like, they were fine with it. Elixir. Oh, can you not do this? I thought I could multi-line like that. No? Defic? Ah, is it the triple quote? Ah, fuck it. I'm gonna do this. Fuck! Oh, fuck you both for being right. Fuck you both for being right. Fuck you both. Fuck you both. Fuck you both, but thank you. I appreciate both of you a lot. Fuck. Okay, maybe doubt me. What happened? Expected escape sequence received nothing. Okay, I'm definitely also not moving line and column correctly. What if I make it simple? Oh, you're so right. Forgot that was a thing. Nope. Same thing. Where am I getting white space? What am I missing? Does your code handle spaces inside of strings? It's a good thing to test. Excuse me. Yeah, handles that fine. Or no, it should be. So this is fine. I mean, I would expect that one to be fine. So that also seems fine. Escaped quote, colon. She said, yeah, with a quote. Oh, is this actually what I expected? I should be printing. Fuck ever. I just want an extra space in between them. We have this, we have escaped quote, we have a colon. Okay, so I'm just not receiving hello. So I'm not receiving hello. So I get into here, and then I should match. Is it because it's matching this instead of just normal quote? might be stupid. So I have left brace, key, colon. This is a see, but it should be one continuous thing. I think it's because of this. Like we're peaking. Should we be advanced here instead? No. Because I was thinking like, once we recognize shit. I don't think that was my original problem, but it's one of them. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. LFG, bitches. Bitches. I don't know why I'm saying that like that. You guys have been nothing but kind and helpful. Cool. That just worked. Ain't that nice? Ain't that nice? Oh, that's real nice. Okay. Oh, that's gonna make me nauseous. Why did I do it like that? I'd not do delete word. Whatever. This is like the worst way to do this development, but whatever. We're escaping. We're escaping. Maybe should I just try the whole thing again? Okay, so I'm not erroring anymore, actually. This is actually, we fucking, no, we cleared that hoe. We cleared it. So I think it was the white space. No, it wasn't. So it was the advanced thing. Look at me. Yeah, I'm moving. I'm fucking moving. Yeah, we Lexin strings. LFG. Or feet start of flexor with strings. Okay. Do I call it there or do I do numbers? How easy do I think numbers will be? Like surely there's not much to numbers. It's just a fucking number. Right? Famous last words. Oh my god, I got blinded. Okay, so there's nothing nice for me to look. Oh, there is something nice for me to look at for numbers. Why is this thing so fucking big? There you go. Okay, okay, so this is a fucking snake. Holy shit. Dude, it might be time to call it. Okay, wait. I'm gonna give it a first pass. I'm gonna look. I'm just gonna look at it. Okay, so we'd first check for a sign. Right? We'd check for a sign. And then we'd check for a digit. And then a digit can lead to another digit. So a digit just repeats. So this is like a while loop looking for digits. And then if you encounter a dot, and the next one is a digit, then you just while loop digits again. Okay, wait, actually this is not that bad. Because then the only other thing is like handling this E case. No, this is the last thing I'll do. I'm gonna do this. Because there's not a bunch of special cases. Ignore E. You shut up. Don't tell me what to do. I should probably ignore E. I don't care. This string thing got me excited. Like, that's the bad thing, is it got me excited. So, such is life. Okay. Okay, so what did I say? So this is a while loop. If I encounter a dot, that's a while loop. And then I just have to pre-process a sign. Fucking light work. I'm going to ignore the sign for now. I'm going to ignore the sign. Why? Because I don't want to deal with that. Because I don't want to deal with that. Actually, no, I can do a sign. Because a sign is just like, because the way I'm thinking I'll add a sign is like, case, I'll just treat a negative as self.lex number. Right? I should really be breaking out of this. Because what I should be doing is digit char or. Yeah, I should do something like that. If self dot previous. Wait, no, but I just said if it's a char, then look at the number. Yeah. So if the peak is equal to this, and peak 2, we're gonna peak 2 of them. Yeah, we're gonna peak 2 of them. Then we're gonna raise an exception. Expected digit following negative got peak 2 following at self.line and call self.column. Okay, now we hit it with, we're at a digit, so fuck, my eyes hurt. I'm definitely getting off after this. I just spilled water all over my mouse pad. Okay, whatever. Okay, well, we're a digit. While we're peeking a digit, self.advance. Because I'm thinking I'm just going to use my self.start and self.current. Yeah. Okay, if we peek and we find a dot, and if we find a dot, is it fine if there's nothing after it? Can you go directly from a dot to, no, you need a digit. Okay. But now, if we peek and it is, we'll advance. And then we'll do the same thing of, well, self.isDigit. Pretty much just take this. Right? What would be the last thing we could add to this? Ease. And then ease can be positive or negative. Okay, should actually be pretty easy, right? Right, because we just do, like, if we peek into E, or if we peek into this, advance 1, and then if we peek into this, advance 1, and then just while loop the digit. Just take this thing again, push it over, and then we're done. Right? We've hit this loop, we've hit this loop, we've hit this loop. Okay. So then the result is just same thing we did from oh fuck, where is it? I think we can just, yeah. So we have this. So if I give it a value of none, then it'll just take from self.start to current. Yeah? Yeah? So I actually don't even need this. All I need to do is self.add token, token type of, wait, what the fuck did I call this? Num. Okay, I think that's fine. Right? Because we take the negatives. I should just combine these things. So we check the negative, and if it's not preceding a digit, then it's invalid. Once we get to a digit, we just keep looping over that digit. If we hit a dot and it's not followed by a digit, that's invalid. But if we hit a dot and there is a digit, we advance past the dot, and we're just digit cycling. The last thing you can possibly hit is the E or E. If so, we advance. Oh, we should advance here. Phew. We then advance past it, and then we digit cycle. And then add token. The whole thing with advanced cycling is the reason I added this, because our start will be does our start change? Do I not change my start? No, I do right here. Yeah. So our start will be at the start of the digit, and then our current is gonna get changed by advance. Yeah. Yeah. All right, we're looking good. Give me some test input for JSON numbers. Okay. Give me a I should change this to tokenize. We'll change Lex to tokenize. That's a much better name. Copy this. All right, moment of truth, guys. No errors. So we have an integer responding to a number, which is 42. We have a string negative number responding to a number of negative 42. We have string 0 responding to 0. We have a string float responding to a float. Negative float responding to a negative float? Shit. Okay, so the E is a little bit broken. Wait, is it? Where was that? Yeah, right here is broken. Wait, that's so weird though, because this works fine. Wait, so why is this broken? Because why does the negative exponent work? Sounds like a to-do fix. Yeah, let me just see if I did something stupid, and then if not, it's gonna be a to-do fix. Because it's the same thing as, like, if we're in E. Oh, because it doesn't have to be positive. Or self.peak. Or it's a digit. It's as simple as that. It's just if it's a digit. Mmm. Hey, 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 hey. I'm so happy with that. We have created a fantastic little situation. This was great. I was able to boil this fuckery down to a very digestible thing. And with that, I'm gonna commit it, and I'm gonna go play fucking Marvel Rivals. WLexer, thank you. Even though this took so much longer than you probably took on your whole parser and Lexer. But I'm not as good as you, so skill issue. Feet. Lexer numbers, y'all. I'm kidding. I don't know why I'm so happy with this, but like, it makes me happy when like something, like it follows the stuff that, like the helper function that I made like are actually helpful. Here's actually handle strings, so it's better. Okay, you did regex match, you fucker. But I'm happy with this. We have like a good system. Now we just got to go through. Oh, it finally did like, it's like digestible now. Okay, so what do we have left to do? We have to lex, what? So we did strings, we did numbers. Oh, I gotta do arrays and objects. Scary. Yeah, successful leetcode session and Lexer. Damn good day. Damn good day. Okay. Sounds good. I'm gonna call it here. 3 hours, 40 minutes. Fun stream. Thank you both for being here. Even if I was just in the background yapping for the entire time and you guys would pop in. I thoroughly appreciate it. You two are wonderful. Anyone else that's in the stream, thank you. I know you two are in the Discord. If anyone's not, join the Discord. People are cool. You can look at Xiaomin's daily LeetCode answers if you're so inclined. That fucking goat. All right, like, subscribe. See you tomorrow for day 21. 3 weeks tomorrow. Later.